This week on Talk of the Town, we feature Tremonton's Food Pantry and discuss their most recent food drive. We have this month's mayor message and plenty of spring sports highlights, including the soccer team's celebration in the snow.
I'm Carrie Hunsaker, and I'm the director here at the Tremonton Food Pantry. And I have been involved with the pantry for about 20 years now, mostly volunteering. And then a couple years ago, I became the director. I got hired on as the director here. And I've loved working here. I've loved volunteering here. And it's a great opportunity to serve this community. And I'm amazed by all the help and volunteer hours, all my volunteers, because I'm the only employee here. The Feed Utah food drive is a statewide food drive. It's every year, usually in March, and but it's put on by multiple agencies that help, and there's the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is involved. There's some stores and organizations like Macy's is involved, and it just takes a really huge combined effort. They advertise for us. They get all the word out. They send us the door hangers to get them out to people. And then the church organizations usually have people go out, usually their youth and their youth program, go out and pick it up and bring it into our pantry. It was a little colder than usual, but everybody showed up and still did a wonderful job. We're around 20,000 pounds of food. We are down a little bit from last year, but that's we kind of figured maybe we would be. The price of groceries is higher, so it might be harder for people to donate. This food will help us sustain us through the summertime, because during this time of year, donations go down because it's not Christmas or, any holidays. And so people kind of forget, but we need donations year round. So we get these food donations in. We make sure that they're all good and consumable. We sort them, and then we store them on our shelf and put them out. Our clients get to come here once a month to receive their food order, and clients qualify if they live in our area. We can do people from other areas, but we prefer to do people. Have clients come in, and when I say clients, that's families that live here to help sustain our area here. But we never turn anybody away. We are an emergency food pantry, so even if you just need a one-time emergency, we help those families, and then we qualify them by income too. The process is pretty easy to come in and see if you qualify. And some people need it just one time, and some people need it continually. And while they may be in between jobs or are just trying to afford to live in a home or a place, they might need it every month. So anyway, I'm glad that, we have this resource here to help our community, and so that our families don't have to go hungry. On an average month, we serve around 160 families, and that's upwards of about 540 people. So our needs have went up, especially just like canned items like canned foods and boxed dinner items like hamburger helper, like the rice-a-ronis and pasta-ronis are nice, and canned meats, because you can make anything that you can think of that would make a meal. So a can of chicken and a box of pasta-roni can make a meal. So those two items are really valuable items for people that are really struggling to especially make a meal for themselves or their family. Other items that we usually need are any like baking items, oil, sugar, flour. We need just continually just canned fruit, our canned meats, we go through a lot of canned soups. That's a really good one. We can use just about anything. We're just grateful for. And we do take hygiene products. We do take fresh produce, especially in the summertime when you're growing your garden and you get a wonderful garden, but you can't eat it all. We bring it to us. We'll put it out. We love that. Our families love to have fresh produce. and it gets used up, like it's gone as soon as we bring it in. People love it. We can use baby items, anything that you need for a baby, diapers, wet ones, the baby bath, baby shampoos, things like that. Um, we can use toilet paper. We can use feminine hygiene products. Anything that you have a question about, just call. We can do outdated food too, which is a big question because people think that if you have a can and it says the best by date is a certain date, that automatically that food in that can is no good. Well, and that's not true. It is still good. It's still good past that date. Even the Utah Food Bank gave us a poster to post so our families could see how good that food item is past that date. So some things go quite a while, and then some things don't go quite as much. But you can send it to us and we will look at everything, and we don't have a problem. And especially if it's a long-term food storage, some of that stuff just lasts for a lot of years. So if people have like coats when it's cold out, gloves or hats, we do take those type of items. Blankets when it's cold, or in the winter too, we collect those. We do have our clients come in and ask us for blankets. Some have been homeless and staying in their car, so those items come in very handy when we have them and we're able to give them. People are very grateful for those items as well. We do get things from like certain stores and things like that we will save year round. We also have like some seeds. So if they want to grow a garden, we've collected a whole bunch of seeds, so we can do that. We have Easter eggs right now that we're handing out, so we can take holiday items as well. So that's good for them, so that they can, so that might be one less thing that they have to worry about. We collect those things year round if it's not the season, but you've cleaned it out and you're like, oh, I don't want this Easter stuff or Christmas stuff anymore. You can bring it to us. We store it, and then when it's like a month or so before the holiday, we'll put it out on our shelves for our families, our clients to get, so that they're able to maybe help their holidays, or maybe they had to get rid of everything because they had to move or something. So then they like to have those things that kind of brightens their holiday. So it's been really great. We're really grateful to Utah Food Bank because it's such sponsored, and they just, advertise it and help us so much with this. And they also receive food there, which we do receive here. So 2 to 3 times a month, mostly it's twice a month. Once in a while, we'll get 3 trucks. I'll have a semi that comes and brings me probably between 5 and 7 pallets of food, depending upon what they have and what they can send us. So it does come here because local stores or businesses or the USDA will have purchased items that they will ship here to us. That helps us a whole bunch too, to continue to get more food to keep on our shelves, and our fridge and freezers too as well. So we do have fridge and freezers that do have quite a bit capacity. It's harder because the stuff is perishable. So if you do purchase it, to bring it right down, or keep it cold or frozen until you can bring it down. But we can accept those items as well. Businesses in the community are a big help too. So they help as well with post and everything like that. West Liberty, Lineage, Kent's, and Ridley's, they do a great job as well. So we're very grateful. There's so many, I can't name them all. So pretty much if there's a business around town, they've probably had help in donating financially or with products or volunteer hours. Also, you can donate monetarily to the city. We have a website on the Tremonton City website. So you can donate money there if you like, and you're not sure what to get. It goes right into the Tremonton Pantry Fund.
Talk of the Town is made possible by supportive sponsors who love our community. Show your love by supporting them today. Due to the arrests of Tremonton's former fire chief and former Box Elder County judge, Mayor Lyle Holmgren released a statement to address the public.
I wanted to take this opportunity to address the city of Tremonton and to address our citizens. This has been a difficult time for not only you, And but for the families who have been involved in all of this, for the for the people who have been victims for this whole process, I want to make a statement that we do not condone, nor have we ever condoned any of this type of behavior in Tremonton. Unfortunately, these things happen, and the people who were involved have been apprehended. They are in jail right now, and we want to make sure that we as a community can now heal. There's been a lot of hurt, and a lot of people have been upset, and I understand that. I am too. So are many people here at the city, our police department, our fire department. Those employees are good employees. They're good people, and they should not be judged for their association with Mr. Christensen and Mr. Hansen. We want to make sure that we heal, that, as I said before, there's scars, and there's always going to be scars from this. We're going to be reeling from it for some time, but we want to heal. We want to get better. We want to get through this, and we will get through this. And it'll take some work. We're not going to condone this activity. We're not going to in any way make this as something that's okay, because it is not. For those people that have been hurt, some of them are so young that they don't even know they're victims. And this is wrong. And we want to make sure that these kind of things do not happen in Tremonton. Any type of abuse, whether it's mental, whether it's physical, whether it's sexual, we do not condone it. And we will do all we can to make sure that this is something that is not happening in our fair city. Our fire department and our police department are great people. They serve our community on a day-to-day basis, and we all rely on them. And many times they come and help us out during our worst possible moments. We have interim fire chiefs right now, Sean Jensen and Andy McBride. Both of these people are wonderful people who are their integrity is beyond reproach. We're concerned about the best for our city, whether it's the fire department, whether it's the police department. We have wonderful police officers. Chief Cordova is doing a fantastic job. We have wonderful council members, and they make decisions, and sometimes those decisions aren't the very, maybe we don't all agree on them. Maybe we just disagree vehemently about some things, but they are trustworthy people. They are good people. They don't deserve to be belittled and accused of doing anything wrong here.
I know you guys are in the process of getting a new fire chief. You've had co-fire chief interims.
Yes.
That's been with Andy McBride and Sean Jensen. Tell me a little bit about how they've done in that role, and then when can we expect to have a chief?
These two, they've done a fantastic job. They've been great, and they have filled in, and I think their own personal goals in their careers. Maybe this isn't the right time for them to be applying for that position, but as co-interim fire chiefs, they have done a wonderful job. I tip my hat to them. They're both great people. We have, I think we've got 5 finalists that we're going to interview, and hopefully we'll have somebody ready to go in a short amount of time. I just want to give a shout out to our fire department and our public works. All 3 of our public works and our police departments. They've been great people. There's been a lot of change, and a lot of things have been happening with the fire department, and public works is going through change right now with Paul retiring. And so I just want to tip my hat to them. They just do a great job. They do their job so well that we take them for granted.
And then along those lines with Paul Fulgham, he is all but to retirement.
April 1st.
Tell us what it's going to be like to have him gone, and tell us a little bit about Carl Mackley as well, who's kind of stepped in as the assistant to him.
Yeah. So Paul, he's done a fantastic job all the years that he's been associated with the city, and he has a wealth of knowledge that I hope we can get that wealth of knowledge out of him before he leaves. But he's just a great guy, and we're lucky to have Paul. He not only is a great employee and doing a great job for the city, but he also has been really involved with not only our state rural water association, but he is on the national board. And for a small town like us to have somebody with that caliber on the national board, I think that says a lot about him, and it says a lot about us. As far as Carl goes, I've been associated with Carl for several years. He was the general manager of the Bear River Water Conservancy District, and had done a lot of work with development of water resources and everything, mostly in the eastern part of the county. He's done a great job there. Carl he's an engineer by trade, and he is I think he's going to do a fantastic job for the city. He's been working hard on his certifications. I have a tremendous amount of confidence in Carl. I think he's going to do a great job.
And so is he going to officially take over Paul's spot, or is that kind of
We don't know yet. That's okay. A council decision.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that'll be a council decision. I'm hoping that that's the case, but the council will make that decision.
And then I know Treasurer Shari Euler, she's been with the city a long time. She's also nearing retirement. When is hers?
So much change.
Yes.
I haven't heard a date yet. Personally, I just know that it's coming soon.
So tell us a little bit about what she's brought to the city, and who's going to fill in when she does make that choice.
Shari is just that person that she has done a tremendous amount of work with EMS and the billing, and making sure that as the EMS. A big part of the revenue sources that the city brings in are from fees and so forth. She takes care of the accounts in the city, makes sure that answers questions about water use, and people have trouble with their water bills or anything like that. She's the person that they go to. So Shari has just been one of those people that have been a stalwart for the city. The city functions smoother because of her. We just appreciate her and wish her the very, very best in her retirement and in her upcoming retirement when she's ready to go.
Right.
There are a lot of changes taking place, and the city, I'm impressed with all of our staff. The changes and some of the things that have happened recently, they have handled this with dignity. They've handled it with they've been very professional in how they've dealt with some of the changes that have happened, and I'm just very, very impressed with our workers and how they do their jobs. I
know we're always talking about how you can stay informed, how you can stay in the know. Obviously, attending the city council meetings, the different meetings, people can know, they can check out the agendas. But you guys are having some town hall meetings. Tell me kind of when those will be and what the purpose of those are.
Okay, so Councilmember Rhodey has been working fairly feverishly on setting goals for the city. So short, intermediate, and long-term goals for the city. And we've met several times in our council meetings over the last month a month and a half. And he has done a great job of kind of laying out, laying out these goals, but also not just laying out the goals, but also connecting those goals to our vision and our mission. And he's done a really good job with that. If you've been in the council chamber, you'll notice the 5 pillars that we have in there that talk about all of the different, things that we're trying to achieve in Tremonton. Councilmember Rhodey has, it'll just be kind of him and another council member. So all of the council members cannot attend because we have a public meeting law. If it isn't announced and it's announced as a public meeting, then Councilmember Rhodey can hold this meeting with one other council member. As far as growth, we are working with, we just annexed in, I think, about 200 acres on the south of the freeway. We've taken the first step to the annexation. It isn't annexed in yet. We've taken sort of that first step at the last council meeting. We have other places up on the south face of the BR Mountain, another developer over there, the inland port, and then all of the inland, the stuff, River's Edge and different things like that are actively making progress.
Outdoors. Start out with a punch out. The front must be strikeout. And a swing and miss. Also now the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and they're going to go down swinging. 3 strikeout. Douglas sends this one up high and it's far, and it is gone. Bella Douglas with a 2-run shot to give Bear River the lead. It's in Molly Canfield. This one's another delivery. This one popped up and not going to leave the dirt. And Aoki with the catch. Denver's supporting your Bear River Bears, and there's another Frank Mason strikeout. Jackie with a swing and a miss, and a Frank Mason strikeout. The pitch in there for strike 3. Pop this one up high again, this one's not. We get the defense and a collision, but a catch. Good hit out here, gonna drop in front of Allie this time. Douglas on first, and this one hit deep, and it is gone. Sean Norton gonna go around this ball up as a 3-run shot. This time by Lucy Roach. And in Molly Canfield, Bella Douglas. The 2-2. Sent into the gap. Good shot here by London Gamble. Solid. Sent over, and Douglas down. And there's a Frank Mason strikeout. Well, hesitation on it. Slow dribbler over to first. Swung on and missed. A Frank Mason strikeout. Popped up short. Straightens this one out, but Douglas there for it. Cameron with a swing and a miss, and there's the 11th Frank Mason strikeout. Popped up. Tracking this one down. Popped over. And Lucy. Popped up. And you're going to land kind of in between shortstop and left field.
Do a quick recap of your guys' tournament down at St. George. You guys went undefeated. Tell us about those games.
No, the girls came out and they just played. We on Friday, I don't even remember what teams we played. That's how crazy the weekend has been. But they just came out and they swung it. Kate did very well on the mound, and we also were able to get JC and Sully some innings as well on the mound, and that was good for them, just getting the nerves out. But yeah, the girls came to play. It was awesome.
And one of those games you get your revenge against Desert Hills. They beat you out of the state tournament last year. How was it to have, like, what was that like for you girls to be able to know that they can beat them this go round?
That was probably one of the funnest games down there. It was a momentum swing, and honestly, it just came down to a pitcher's duel until the inning that we busted it open. And at that point, it was double, double, double. And honestly, I looked at the kids, I'm like, what'd you eat for breakfast? Because that was a game that they just swung, but I think it definitely turned some heads that we're here to compete.
And so in this one, you guys go up against the defending 6A state champs. You knew it was going to be a battle. You take the lead early. What do you feel was maybe the momentum shift in this one?
Yeah, they made the plays and we didn't. We had a lot of tweeners that went between infield, outfield that we let drop. We had a lot of missed opportunities with foul balls that we missed and dropped. And really, we gave them a lot of outs. And it comes down to when you have a ball club that good, I mean, they're 1 through 9, they can swing it. They've got girls signed to Utah. They've got girls signed. They are just a good ball club. And when we give them free outs, it's really hard on our pitchers to come back and just be able to put runs back on them.
And so what do you feel were the things that you guys did right today?
Really, we did a lot of good things. I think we made adjustments at the plate really well. They were pounding the outside corner pretty heavily. And girls made adjustments back to back. I mean, London Gamble, her first at bat looked rough. We made a little adjustment, hit a double down the line. So like, I'm so happy in that fact. I mean, I just told the girls in the post game that we're having tedious conversations about things this early in the season, which is so good because I'm so excited to see what we can reach and our potential by the end of the year.
And so your schedule doesn't get any easier this week. You've got the 4A defending champs Ridgeline on Friday. What do you feel we can expect there?
It's going to be a ball game. Both teams love the rival, and so it'll be good. I hope our girls can just come out and keep swinging it like they have. I mean, we hit the ball really well today on the screws. It just happened to be right at people at times. So hopefully we can just carry that over and Kate just keep doing what she's doing. She's very consistent for us on the mound, and that's all we can hope for.
She says they need to be cool, calm, and collected. This is our game, and we need to play it like our game. They also said they need a score than they do. Trying to get our first win. There it is.
And there's our first goal.
Yep.
Go for Miles.
Oh.
There's a good
Good
block.
save. Way to get on it, Nate.
Ooh, scary
Oh,
spot in the middle.
great-
What a block!
Great save.
Fake. And then Norton.
Yes,
And there's a pretty
great.
goal. Well, this one getting
Yep,
through the
he's
defense.
on. No touch. And goal.
Dominic.
Get something.
And they make it through the shot blocked.
Ooh. Good.
Pass into the middle, gets it through. And the shot up
There
and
we go.
in.
Goal number.
Here in the middle.
Good save, keeper.
So that's
Yep,
a
good
cleanup.
follow. Jackman with it. You got the first goal of the season. How does that feel?
Felt pretty good. I mean, it's cold. It feels pretty good just to be first goal of the season. I like the celebrations. I was not gonna do no snow angels. I was way too cold for that. But yeah, I felt pretty good.
High pressure on the goalie. The weather was definitely something else, but we used it in our favor. How does that feel?
Feels great. I mean, we pressured him really good, and he just kept making mistakes, so we just capitalized on him. So he did good.
You're a freshman playing on this team. How does it feel stepping up and playing with all these amazing upperclassmen?
At the start, it was definitely a lot of high pressure because I wasn't expecting much game time, but I gave it my all and decided to get one in.
How does it feel playing in like -degree weather?
It's cold. It hurts. The snow it's painful. Running into the wind, it's bad.
Yes, the snow definitely was an interesting part of the game, but you guys capitalized on it for your celebration. So who had the best celebration after that goal?
Honestly, Bridger Adams, him and Adrian, they made snow angels on the field. That was pretty good.
Yes, they were committed to their celebration. Cam, you're player of the game. How does that feel?
I mean, it feels great. I couldn't do it without the team behind me though, so it's awesome.
Yes, definitely. You had some amazing assists, an awesome goal. What do you expect coming through the rest of the season?
I mean, just hard work from these boys. I mean, every day at practice, we're working hard. I mean, every single one of us, the JV squad behind us, making sure we're keeping together and just keeping on, I guess.
Yes, definitely. And how are you going to carry this momentum that you've all built in this game and carry it into the next game?
practice. I mean, if we come with intensity at practice, nothing can really stop us. I mean, if we work together and like we have 4 keywords: unity, discipline, fun, and grit. I mean, if we keep those 4 things and keep those core principles, I mean, there's nothing else that can stop us, really.
Coach, so definitely the weather was crazy during this game. How did you use that to capitalize today?
I mean, backyard rules. You get that, kind of prison yard rules, I guess. I don't know if that's the right terminology, but they really did use it to their advantage. We got up early in the first half, even with the snow in our face. And so I think that got our spirits quite lifted. It kind of stinks that second goal got taken away from us, but we came back and killed it. So, we talked about at halftime of, it's really moist and wet out here, that the ball's stopping, that we can't be sending these balls that we have to run onto. So just keeping it really to our feet, quick passes up the field. We had those fullbacks that were going up on the attack, and we've been really working on that and driving that point in, that we need those guys up on the attack, and the give and goes as they traveled up the field really worked for us.
Yes, definitely, and honestly, this was a really big breakout game for us. It broke the losing streak. How are we going to carry that into the next game?
Keeping that intensity and that drive for winning that we had today. They know how it feels. They know what they need to do to get it done, and we've proved that we can do it. Now we got to prove that we can do it without the snow, and I believe that they can. We're now setting in those ground rules of how we play and how we work together. We can really be confident in one another and each other's abilities. So carrying that into the next game on Tuesday, just get ourselves rested up for this from the weekend, and all the injuries hopefully healed, and we can have we're down some players that are some of our key players. So getting them all rested up and back to playing condition.
Yes, and hopefully they get a little bit warmer too. It looks like they were having a ball out here on the field, celebrating and stuff. Did they plan those celebrations before practice? I
have no clue what goes on in those kids' minds. But I love seeing them have fun though. Like, they had their little snow angels after the first goal. It was just really fun to see the heaviness of the losing streak just be lifted. And I love that. I wouldn't have been out there penguin diving in the snow, but hey, to each their own.
Yes, definitely. I'm glad they had a good game, and it was so fun.
Walks back out, resets, drive inside, and another goal. Brooklyn with the pickup. The look, the shot, the score. Ella makes her way around. Tries for the look. Pass goes incomplete. Cleaned up, though. The pass to the middle goes in. Great assist.
Freshman Janine Webb.
Bear River able to capitalize on another push, but another goal as well. Pass her to the middle, trying to sneak that one in there. He's going to end up at a goal. And a shot goes in. Back to back. Call. Takes a shot and finds the goal. This closes the window, but a quick shot and another goal. Back to back goals. Trailers ready for the camping season. Criddle just making her way through the defense. Another quick shot, another quick goal. Picking up a ground ball. Criddle passes it in. Kiersted with her first goal. Pass back inside. Andresen shot blocked away. Quick recovery here from Kerrigan. The pass inside. There's a shot and a goal. Number makes her way into the defense. The shot, the goal. Works it around the cage. Cutter coming around, and a goal there for Bear River. Number round up top. What a good cut. Here's a shot. Fence blocks it away. Lolly she'll be already with a hat trick. Drives inside. There's a shot and a goal. Molly looks good pass. Wilkinson with a shot and another goal. Andresen shoots and a block here. Number 30, Janine Webb, and Call will get the shot. Wins the draw. Here's a pass. Call with another shot and another goal. Wide open is Andresen, but the stop again. That's a little low. Scooped up and a shot here by Cambry Road. Away inside. Looking for a shot. And that one's going to be on the right side. Riddle makes Gets it around to the middle and a shot and a goal. They're looking for another goal and she will find it.
Another good win for your girls. Really fun when it's a rivalry game. Tell us a little bit about what you're happy to see tonight.
You know, I'm happy. We're starting to gel as a team. We're a very young team this year. We really have 2 seniors in the field and a senior goalie coming in with us. So we got two freshmen starting, a bunch of sophomores, a bunch of juniors. We're starting to finally gel. It's feeling good.
Of your 7 scorers, 2 of them were freshmen. Each scored 4. Tell me about Webb and Call.
Webb and Call, well, first of all, my daughter's Webb, but you know, I've been coaching that team since they were 3rd graders, and I knew they were going to come in, and I knew they were going to represent us proud. But more importantly, what's impressive for me is the fact that all the girls on our team, except the freshmen, juniors, sophomores, seniors, doesn't matter. We're here to play lacrosse as a sisterhood, and that's exactly what they do each and every night.
And as you mentioned, the sisterhood, a lot of times when we talk to them, we'll say, oh, you have this many goals, and they're like, well, it's more fun for me to assist. What is it, again, like you see that gelling, what is it you like to see from these girls?
You know, honestly, I love to see them just having fun and doing things the right way. Tonight, I felt like we took a step in the sense that we cut down our turnovers tonight, which was really good to see. And I just know we're going to get better and better each and every game. And tonight, it's a really special night for me because I just told the girls, I don't know if you came over and heard, but tonight we just actually broke a record for the most wins in a row in Utah State history for girls lacrosse. So it was good.
And then on your defense side, I know your offense gets a lot of credit all the time because you guys rack up these scores, but for your defense, tell us a little bit about your 2 goalies and the defenders you have and what they contribute to the team.
Well, if you look at our defense, it's totally different every year. Like the Utah Lacrosse Report, and they kind of say it best is when I read their article was, we don't rebuild, we just reload. And that's exactly what we do. We have a program in place that we feel like is better than anyone's. And we came out here and we prove it each and every game.
So who do you guys have next and what can we expect there?
We have Logan here at home, I believe. It's a home. And more of the same. I just want to see more assists, more just teamwork, and just keep building. Because it's not about now. It's about the end of the season when we want to represent.
And so as far as like big games coming up this season, Viewmont will be a really fun one. That'll be a Saturday game. Tell us how you guys are going to prepare for that one.
You know, right now what we're going to be focused on is Logan, and then Cedar Valley will be a big game next week as well. And you know, we'll probably look at Viewmont a few days prior. But you know, here's the thing: a lot of the girls played with the Viewmont coach in the summer, some of them, and I know it will mean a lot to them to be able to knock her off. So it'll be good.
Ella and Shelby, you both scored 6 goals tonight. That's like a double hat trick, right? How's it feel to be able to get that many in your rivalry game?
I don't know. It feels pretty good.
It feels awesome just to know that like everybody contributes more than us two. There's like a million people who had like a million goals tonight. It's just so awesome.
Yeah, as you mentioned, there were 7 different Bears. You guys scored 24 goals. As the older girls on the team, how does it feel to be able to be one of the few senior juniors helping lead this young team this year?
I don't know. I think it feels good to like also be able to help the younger girls like learn and I don't know, see other people score. I don't know.
It's been so fun so far. These younger girls are literally such a party. They came in with so much energy and they're so skilled and so talented, and they just come to practice every day and they just like love it, and it honestly like brings up our energy so much.
And so Coach mentioned you guys have Logan next. What can we expect? How do you guys plan to continue your momentum from this one into that one?
I don't know. I think just like working together, I don't know, using each other, not only scoring by yourself, just using each other as a team.
And then Coach mentioned game in a row that you guys have won. Tell me what it's like to have that as a senior.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I'm just so grateful for the opportunity to be a part of this team. The teammates and coaches are just so amazing, and you know, nobody could do it without them.
Janine and Molly, you guys are just freshmen this year, but you had a standout game today. Both of you scored 4 goals. Tell me how that feels against your rivals with the Box Elder Bees.
It felt great, but I can't give the credit just to me. It's about the team. They gave me the assist, and they just like played as a team with me, and I love that they have the trust in me.
I 100% agree. We could never do it just alone. We need our team with us, and so that's the best part.
So Coach used the word sisterhood, and you can really see that. That just emulates from you girls. Tell me what it's like to, I mean, you guys have played since 3rd grade all the way up, but what's it feel like to be with the high school team this year?
A little pressure because we're just the young pups and we're just trying to get used to them and catch up to them, but it's pretty great. They're fucking read us, so.
It's amazing to be able to get the experiences and to be able to understand what's going on in the field better. And we're so lucky to have such good coaches that are here to help us through it.
And so we got a long season ahead of us. You guys got a long career of high school lacrosse. What do you think we can expect from not only yourselves, but from the team as a whole?
Oh, just gonna increase from now. Like, I know who's coming up. They're just gonna get better and better.
I think we're only going to get better from here.
And as you guys mentioned, such a team effort. It's really hard. Each game we give out a player of the game. It's really hard to pick who that gets to. Came a tiebreaker kind of between you guys, freshmen coming out strong. We're actually going to give it to Webb this go around for some of the goals, assists, but I bet you're not far behind on that. So. Tune in next week for part 2 of the Mayor's Message and more sports highlights and interviews.